You probably can come up with something better than what I did here. Better techniques. But yeah, it worked and it's worth a try.
That's it.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's give this thing a try. I never get a chance to show you how I made this, so I remade it. So that's how it's gonna go. I have shown you this one and how I made the bend, and I'm getting ready to mark it up so I can put the hole. But I'll just go ahead and give you the dimensions and use this as a guide. And the placement of the 4 mounting screws, all you need is just one. So put your tape measure like so, and that's 5 inches and 3/4. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. So that's how I hold my tape measure. And the distance of the base from the flange outside is 1 inch total. On the first episode, I have shown you the plate, where to place the plate, which is perfect. It's because of the mounting bolt. Always make sure that you have room on this side if you decided to even up here with the flange at the back. So consider it's either trim that, but keep in mind you have to make room for your mounts. Your 9497 base plate, how it sits on your tunnel, it will be higher than mine. It's because I'm using a 9296 Prelude lower isolator. Yeah, the Honda Accord is much thicker. It's much taller than this one. So you don't need the washer anymore like I did here. So yours will just be perfect. You know, just create your own plate, slap it on there, and just work on this. Only trim your rubber if you don't have that clearance here. But if you could just manage to get away with just trimming the boot, the skirt, then you don't have to worry about trimming this. So always minimize your cutting, especially when it comes down to your console area to fit this on. Also, I had to trim a piece underneath the base plate right there. That is, so this one will have a room so it would not hit it. I wish I have the 9701 hybrid racing shifter for a Prelude, or 98-01 Honda Accord. Of course, it's a lot easier if you just buy the cables for it, then be done with it, right? But like the name of the game is, you want it to save money as much as you can. Let's just assume that this is the bracketry for it. You know how it look like? You've probably seen it on eBay or some websites that they sells it. And it's a little bit lower than the K20. So here it is. Here's the shifter. It's almost the same as what they're offering for a 9701 Honda Prelude. And that is a good candidate when it comes down to using it to our 94 to 97 Honda Accord. It's because of you don't have to worry about trying to locate a bushing or find a bolt for it for the big rod end. Because this is from a 92 96 Honda Prelude. Lucky for me, I have this, so I have no problem bolting this on there. It's because of the bushing, it center itself and it doesn't wobble. Yeah, there's no play. So you probably will have some problem locating this. That's why I said the 97 to 01 will be a perfect candidate. And so if I do have it, I wish I have it. I wish that's the one that I can show you. All I have to do is really is make a bracket like this. Something that I can put onto there and make it somehow unadjustable together with, if I do make another one here, just sandwich them together inside and just move it around and then secure it. And if I do have to use the base, yeah, we'll come up with, use the base and these two lined up and punch a hole from where it's gonna land. And hopefully you are right at the center around the trim in the car. But you can always play with this inside. But tell you what, the worst thing can happen is if it don't work, you just end up buying or getting a 97 to 01 Honda Prelude cables and put it in your car. That is the worst thing that can happen. But what I'm trying to say here is, you try to use your existing cable and I know it's gonna work. Yeah. I think I have said just about everything, and I am ready to put this on and we'll give it a test. Now this. Washer. And the nut. I have to make it in a way where it should be loose a little bit. I think right there. Yeah.
Secure it with this.
Now okay, good to go. Now, let me take it out for a test drive. But before that, All good. Plenty of clearance here. Minimize all the trimming. Let's take it out for a spin. Here's the reason why I think it's possible to use the 9701 Honda Prelude shifter with a simple modification that you have to do. It can be done. And I think the 9701 will be a good candidate than the RSX that is using the 9497 OE cables. It's because you don't have to pull the left cable in as much, which is a little bit of a ingenuity. To make sure it goes on 5th gear. Yes, it does. I think that's all the tests I can give on this RSX K20 shifter, but this is together with 9497 OE shifter cables. And it works, but make sure before you pull the left cable, make sure to either remove or loosen the rubber mounts. It's the one that connected right at the K member. That's the one. And don't worry about the routing of the cable. It seems like it's stretched a little bit. It is, but there is clearance on there. There's enough movement for the to sustain a movement of the motor. Not unless you really have a bad engine bounce. So with all the work that I have done, it looks like I'm gonna keep it. I don't want to go back and remove all the things that I remove and put back. So the reason why I said I want to keep it, because I want to make sure that nothing will change from that cable. So the longer I use it, the better it is. That way I can go back and give you guys a review about it. Expenses. Everyone would be interested on how much it costs me. Of course, if you buy the shifter, then you know you have to buy the tab, you have to buy the screws. Okay, so you need a 1032nd tab, an M6 1.0 metric. Actually, you don't need the M6. You can use the regular bolt, just drill it through and put a nut behind it. So let me see. You should not be spending no more than $40, I would say. The rest of the hardware, you should have it already. I think you should not be even spending more than $40 on this one. Additional. This is where it ends. And I know it will help a lot of people in our community that own a from 92 all the way to 97 Honda Accord using a hybrid shifter, whether if it's Acuity or something else. And for this one, this is the Acura RSX shifter. It's fitted on a 94-97 OE cables, and it does work with a minor modification. So you should not have any doubts, or I know it's not a plug and play, minor modification. You have seen it, how I did it. No secrets, there's no witchcraft or anything like that. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back. Leave a comment. If you have any other questions, just let me know, and I'll be glad to answer all your questions. I will say again, 9701 will be a good candidate because of the bolt. You don't have to worry about the cable bolt on this one. And the worst thing that it can happen is you ended up buying a 98 to 01 Honda Accord cables or a 97 to 01 Honda Prelude cables. That is the only worst it can happen if you have some problems fitting the 94-97 cables. You should not have. Okay, I'll see you guys back. Bye bye. My local hardware store, and I picked up some bushing. This is bronze, 3/8. This will be a good candidate. I think I can use this. I can work this. It's a little bit too big, but nothing a little polish can't fix. I actually made one out of nylon. This piece used to be that thick, that big. Let's see. So you have multiple options. Here's made out of steel. If you chose to use the steel, there, made by Hillman. There's the part number. The bronze, 882744. That's the part number. So I think bronze is a little bit softer than the steel, so I'm gonna try to do this one. So basically, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna insert it, put a knot in there. Of course, I need to get a longer bolt, but just to show you how am I gonna do it, I'm gonna put it like so, put a knot behind it, and put it on here, and hold the file. Should be right there, 0.355. And I have to remove, yeah, about 20,000. So I'll be back. Check it out. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a two-step. From here to my thumb, I'm gonna polish that up to make it smaller. That way it will insert right at the lever. Yeah. And I will be doing the same thing. I'm gonna put it on my drill motor and use my file. Last piece of the puzzle. This is the bronze bushing, which is 3/8 in size, 1 inch long, and I polish it up to bring it to the size that I need. So it will insert onto here on the big rod end. And I created a two-step and added a washer, so this will act as a guide for this side also, and it make a space, well, a spacer also. So the second step is about, so it will insert inside, all the way inside, so everything will be all centered. So for anyone that is thinking about doing this, there's a solution right there. Now I'm using a bolt which is a standard size also. I just put the washer behind it. It's evened out right there. You don't see anything sticking out. Then another washer. Then a nut. And of course it has to rotate. No play, nothing. Everything is locked in. See, there's a gap. Reverse. Gap. And plenty of gap.